So what about some of the emerging companies like that have SaaS and they already have a number of different clients all over the world, but how does their data protection work in that situation? What can Ireland provide?
Well, I think for medium and smaller sized businesses, then it's even more desirable to pick somewhere that's particularly dependable and where you have, again, this high level of certainty, but also, you have this access to the regulatory bodies right on site, geographically where you're located, which we have. There is also one other big benefit we're seeing, and that is that because we have, 28 of the top 30 digital companies in the world, the capacity to find good people in Ireland is unrivaled globally. We have an ethos, as we've discussed before, of we're open to bring people into our country, but we have many, many technical experts that are already here. And again, for medium-sized and smaller companies coming from places like America, you can't bring everybody over. So you need to try and find a location that has good people, but also
you've got a talent pool right here that you can drive from.
Exactly, but that in combination with the fact that we are already so deeply entrenched into the largest market in the world, in the European Union, with the regulatory certainty. Because look, we don't want to in any way suggest that the difficulties we saw in the past with safe harbour will happen again through Privacy Shield. But once you're in the market, once you're in Europe, then these issues, are much less of concern to you. And I mean, the same is, of course, is to do with all of the regulations. Once we agree them in Ireland, we're agreeing them for, this half a billion people.
Dara, isn't it true that we keep talking about certainty, that one of the big uncertainties is that we don't know what's really going to happen in these negotiations with Brexit? We don't know how long they're going to take, and you're going to be actively involved. What can you tell us about that?
Well, that is true, unfortunately. The only thing that's certain is the high degree of uncertainty.
There you go.
The British are having a general election as we speak, and they're going to have to come to us and tell us what they want the new relationship to be between the United Kingdom and the European Union. But important that people understand, Gina, that the rest of us are not changing the relationship with each other. We are staying exactly where we are. We want to improve the digital single market. We want to improve, the harmonization of parcel delivery, of copyright reform, of VAT harmonization, to make businesses who trade digitally across our continent be able to do so in a much easier fashion. Ireland, part of 9 countries, the digital leaders of Europe. We've met now with the Swedes and the Dutch and others to try and encourage the Germans and the French to be a bit more, enthusiastic
Very nice word.
about not being quite so protectionist. And I think we're winning that. We're winning that argument. But again, I think it is important that there will be uncertainty. But Ireland will be working. I think it will take quite a few years to find out what this new relationship is. But the starting point must be the British must actually come and tell us what they want, and then we'll negotiate with them. But as I say, for Ireland, no change.